Hello, everyone. How's it going? Hi, YouTube. Oh, Twitch chat. Congrats on first Tommy. Oh, Phoenix, how are you? Thank you for the 135 stream. So there's dual triangle going on. There's a bunch of other campaigns too. We also have an update on how you can dismantle your auto apples. So you gotta remember about the bonus period. Get some new accessories. Oh, this one's cute. Yeah, it's Karibo. This one's a good one. I like this one a lot. This might be my main coin. Wing Karibo. You have a limited Luna Light like a dancer. The coin meta, it's actually good. And if you want, there is a First of the Dragon Lords background. Yeah, for those of you who like dragons. Hello, Wizard Flower. Welcome on in. There is a bunch of secret packs and a free pack campaign going on. Hello, Quiz. Welcome on in. How are you? They should keep track of your coins hit rate. Chat. What if we do our own statistics to see which coin hits the most? So let's see. To celebrate the launch of Niji-Sanji Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Festival in 2025 Tournament Stream, a campaign is underway. During the campaign period, secret packs featuring themes used by the Niji-Sanji streamers in the festival will be available in the shop, and you also get one pack for free. So you can only choose one of the 16. They just don't give you 16 free packs, or is it one pack of each of the 16 for free? They need to be a little bit more clear. This goes until December 4th. So you have like the entire month basically. Or the second half of the month. And if you log on during the campaign, you receive one structure deck for Crimson Power Force. But if you already purchased 3 copies, you'll get 500 gems instead. Which is pretty fair, I think, all considered. There's also the new Triangle Fusion Xyz link. Featuring, ooh, this is a good one. Implum Sleeve. And you get Jack of all trades. It's not too bad of a title, all things considered. They fixed a bunch of bugs. There is the current dual triangle. I kind of want to head to the shop first to see what's going on. Hello, Biz. Thank you for the head tap. So there's the Sky Striker Ace Collection bundle. We have not pulled this one yet. Wait, you get one free pack of the Fiendsmith pack? That's neat. Oh wait, I don't think we ever did the pack pulls for the new one. We have 2 special tickets to beat the boss rush. I am going to purchase this coin before we forget. Let's go. Surely the Karibo coin will bring us all the... Hello, SKG. And there's also a bunch of... Oh, okay, so it's 1 per pack. So Dark Magician, Heroes with like Destiny Hero, Cyber Dragons, Resonators, Marine Sis? Or no, Luna Light, probably. Whatever these are, Fiendish Encounter, Singular Strike, Sky Strikers, Starry Night, Nakonko, Exo Sisters, Punk, Vanquish Soul, These Bozos, Chimera, Torsia, I think? Whatever, oh, Shining Sword, Beansmith Engraver, Geomath Sigma, and then the new Auto Attack, the Sky Strikers. You're gonna try Mitsurugi Queenslip. Plus the water barrier statue's evil. Oh, chat, you have to look at which statues are still around, you know? Look at which statues are still around and use that to inform your opinion on certain things. The dual triangle. Is the event already up, or...? Oh, yeah. It looks like the event's live. Or not. Here, let's see. Let's look at the Loner decks. So for the Link Loner decks, we have Courage Blossoms in Battle featuring Ancient Warriors. This one's honestly not too bad of a deck, all things considered. Ancient Warriors can be kind of strong. And you also get access to Sharad with the Triplicator. There's no blackout, but I suppose it's not the worst thing. There is Evil Unleashed. You can play Unchained. Oh, which honestly is also pretty solid. And you have Faceless Shadow, which features, wow, Altergeist. Chat, Altergeist. Do we finally hit up Win to learn Altergeist? The Unchained deck looks really strong, honestly, considering the loners. Now let's look at the other groups. What loner decks are there? So you have the Hope of Heaven and Earth, which is on a map. But you only get one Utopic on a mod appeal. It's alright, I suppose. For the Loner deck, the next one you get Postula. Then they have Tistina, surprisingly. They have Tistina with the Rail Cannon. You get Terratorp and you also get Eldritch. You get to play with the Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. Goodness me. And last one, let's check out the Fusion one. So there's Ultimate Assault. So you get Cyber Dragon. There is... Wow, they give you Primite. That's pretty crazy. Primite Dragoon. Is Cosmos legal in the event? We'll have to check it out. Chat, they have Cosmos Dragoon. I mean, not Cosmos. They have Primite Dragoon. That's pretty crazy. And then Undying Flame, which is Ashen. A lot of different options, to be honest. Let's see. Cosmos. I don't know. I will say the Dragoon deck as a freebie for Fusion is kind of insane. Unfortunately, Tindangle doesn't even do that much. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Tindangle doesn't really do much. Like, we use primarily Link. But I'd imagine something more like Link heavily focused. Though I suppose this isn't an event where you can really play things. Like, you could, but you'd be missing out on a pretty big part of the engine, you know? Actually, let's check if this is open. Yeah, we'll select a loner deck really quick. So you can duel. It is open right now. We'll run Tindangle. We'll run a game of Tindangle. We got a festival to do. Play Rizio. Oh, on this side. Yeah, we don't own Rizio. Those cards are clearly too meta for us to own. Okay, not too shabby of a hand, all things considered. They get to Ash Blossom something they do. Or not. We'll activate Joey. Pitch the horse. Joey pitch. Intruder. And the horse. We'll get about 3 cards on the board, which is not too shabby. And we can also set Morphing Tour. And pretty solid all things considered. That's worrisome. Yeah, that's rude or something. I suppose I better have a second one. So they probably have him. I think we can telegraph that one. Let's see. Go ahead and pass it. Oh, Master was bugging. Uh-oh. Well, Master was done bugging. We have a pretty... We built up the board again. Pretty solid block there. Come on, Master. on, Master Duel. Come on. Come on, Master Duel. Surely, Master Duel, you will let me play the game. Surely. I'm gonna fire this now since it was in rules. I suppose they're severely break. See, where's the room? Where? That Tindangle. It's the like the senators. Set Trinity. Morphing door. Activate stairs. Pitching Trinity. Flip Trinity. And then we don't have a link. Probably a link to off Nightmare Phoenix. We need to get base squatting. Activate Nidills. And that should be game for lethal. So we should cosmic that back. I believe this will summon with the hole, so we should be able to just there we go. They were kind of quick, so you know, pretty standard gameplay. Unfortunately, I don't think we can take Tindangle as is into the triangle event. So I'm just doing a little bit Tindangle to warm up. We have some card packs open in a little bit. I think what I'm gonna do, chat, is after every major update now moving forward, I'm gonna try to uninstall and reinstall Master. Well, maybe one of these days. One of these days we'll fix it. One, two special summons. I don't think I want to give them 2 cards. We'll cross out the next. Oh, cool. Pokemon. Alright. Not we'll just grind up some gems. You know, there's a lot. Lately, they've been pushing out like every, like it feels like once, if not twice a month now. They're pushing out some kind of collection. I like all these free pack openings, well, not free, discounted pack openings they're doing. But the personal economy needs to keep up with it. Hello, JBJ. I really like this new Karibo coin. I feel like it's been treating us real well. So since we can't take Tindangle into the event, I was thinking about what else we can maybe do with Tindangle come the future. This is really unfortunate because we don't have a third Tindangle name. We're gonna go Intruder and hope that Jelly flies off. We have to see though. We can't really stop elemental heroes from going off, but I suppose as long as they don't pop the entire board, we should be fine. And this is gold, so you can't have too high expectations. We'll do it in end phase for the Wii. Hello, Club by the group. Welcome on in. I'm trying to get a little bit of Tindangle in before we head to the event. Hello, people. Thank you for the 20. They could favorite contact us during the wall phase. That's also something that could happen. So I guess our choices are, do we want to fire this and force them to favorite contact at the start of the time? Or do we want to try to see if they'll just favorite contact, like, off the bat? Oh, very difficult. We'll have to see. I will say, I think if they sack their entire board, it's not like they entirely have lethal. Sure, that's fine. Which deck will I use in the event? I'm not sure. They have a lot of really good loaners. A thing that I sometimes used to do is I used to actually try out all the loaners so I could, you know, like, try out more decks. Worst case scenario, I think between all of them... It really depends on the kind of cards we see. Because I think in like lower level rings, we can go like fight for fusion. That should be good enough. You know? I'm gonna go intruder. And see if they favor contact. Yeah, I figured they would favor contact right off the bat, so we're at least going to get the Looney in hand. And worst case scenario, we set the Looney and we just pop them one. And that's the plan at least. What was the trap card that I just used? That's Tindangle the Looney. It only works on Tindangle monsters. As long as I have 3 Tindangle names. Okay, they summon Sunrise. As long as I have 3 Tindangle names, I can summon them back from the grave by banishing the Looney from the graveyard. It has a couple other effects too. Yeah, we'll add this one. Here's the pop. I think we can actually get ourselves in a position for lethal if we beat into Sunrise. How are we doing tonight? Not too shabby, all things considered. You can target one card on the field and destroy it. Another hero monster. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Decisions. We didn't set Dogen's in, so... we could actually go Typhon. It would be kind of funny, too. Because we have Yoler Circuit, so they can't attack. That might actually be funnier to go Typhon here. You know what? Yeah, chat. You know what? Let's go Typhon. I'm feeling it emotionally. Get into a little bit of too. It's up to this. Do we set the one or do we hit? We can't. What's the word? We're not in a position to link off because of Typhon. But we would need them. Actually, no. We have 3 names in grave. Yeah, that's fine. We'll set the loop. So the regular trap effect actually does something. Hello, Swagger. 2025. I know, right? I have a good. Hello, Lance. Welcome on. So I never actually use its regular effect. I've probably used it maybe once in every 100 duels I've played on this deck. The regular effect of the Looney requires you to have 3 unique names in grave. And you have to take battle damage from an opponent. They did have the second favorite contact. That's sick and twisted or something. Actually, if they go into a high enough attack monster, Typhon will stop them. Typhon might unironically clear him. I'll do it though. We summon Water Greed. How we doing tonight? I think not too shabby. Oh my gosh, chat, they're smart. They summoned a monster. That's under 3000 attack. They switched the next favorite contact. What is this one? Evil Hero Body. Mass change. Are we getting Dark Lord? Yeah, can y'all believe that, like, let's see. So, I saw playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When Master Duel came out. Heroes has been around for a hot minute, and one of Heroes' strongest openings is still Dark Lord Pass. A Twistina player. A Twistina. Oh, Twistona. I'm a bozo. It's been a hot minute since I walk it up. They can't attack because they have 3 Tindangle instead. Dark Law in 2020. It's still one of their best openings. Unironically, one of their best openings. Can y'all believe that Dark Law Pass is still one of their best openings? Any card sent via graveyard is banished instead. I like having Tindangle names engraved. We have a couple options here. I could be funny, and I could link off Dark Law. We could force them to favorite contact, which I might do. I might force them to favorite contact. It's like, I'm gonna be honest, this Flame Wingman doesn't really threaten us in any way, so... Then we just go battle here. We tap over Dark Law. Like, what are they gonna do? Summon a second one? Please don't don't summon a second Dark Law. And we just pass, chat. We just pass. What are they going to do? Thoughts on Lunalight? I haven't actually played Lunalight. I played the Princess before, and they were in the same pack in Master Duel. I will say that Lunalight Kaleido chick is my goat, my horse. I won that thing in Chandra. And it helped me in an official Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament not too long ago. Tindangle has a field spell. There's only one monster that has... So, none of the monsters have effects when you special summon them. They have effects based on their flips, because they're flip effect monsters. The exception being Base Gardener. No one actually uses Base Gardener's second effect, but Base Gardener has a sequence second effect, and if it's face up on the field while your opponent summons you or your opponent summons a monster to a link arrow of a monster your opponent controls, you get to tribute it, and you get to actually tribute summon a monster from your deck. It's really specific, and it's only a Tindangle monster you get to summon from deck. Like, it's extremely specific. It comes up, surprisingly. You probably wouldn't expect it to come up, but it really does. We do have Dragon's End, so I think we just go for a pop, pop, pop. Like, if they favorite contact us, whatever, you know? We could link it away using Underworld Goddess. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. What are they going to do? What's the worst thing they could possibly do? there's a lot they could probably do. If we pitch Tindangle Angel here, we should put ourselves in a position to lethal. So when you summon a cute Cerberus using the hose, you get a special little passive effect. The passive effect is that I get to attack 3 times in one turn. You pair that with Nagel's Protection. Nagel's Protection will double the first amount of damage I do with the Tindangle monster for the turn. Hello, Salty Cat. Hello, New. You hate when Konami makes an off-ice battle on purpose? Yes and no. So here's the thing, chat. I know Tindangle is bad, but there's something you really have to appreciate. Like, what's in the grave? I'm going to call by the Dark Law. If they summon another Dark Law, I'm gonna lose it. So at least gonna cut them off with Dark Law. Hello, Shining News. So they can't activate its effect. It cannot be destroyed by quad effects, but neither can we. So I think all we gotta do is have main phase 2. We're going to pitch our second copy of the hose, which is going to let us set a Tindangle monster. And once we establish monsters in the link arrow zones of acute service, we can hit them with the effect damage. It should be fun. Relatively speaking, there probably isn't that much they can do to cut off it. Yeah. Unfortunately, I really like Tindangle's, like, concept. But unfortunately, a lot of the quads are, like, a lot more difficult than modern quads or effects. Like, Fiendsmith just gets to do whatever. Tindangle's like, you need... on the 3rd week, in the 5th month of the year, if there was a full moon on the 2nd weekend of last month, you can summon 3 cards. And once you summon 3 cards, you get a monster that if a certain card isn't in the graveyard, has 0 attack! And everyone's like, why would I ever want to play this deck? It's so silly. It's very silly. But I have a good time with it. I have a good time. Thank you for this stream. Mass change. I swear, if you do another Dark Law, I'm going to lose it. Show me the Dark Law, you fool. I've never seen this one. Mass Hero. Oh, you can't target my monster, but good show, I suppose. Oh, not the Gilligan N. All of those monsters. No. I think we'll just let that go. Because we're just going to summon another one. Play Machina. That would be fine. Now we just attack over Mass Hero Blast. They gave us a wing form. We could also just make our own window. Let's see what they got. Okay, that's fine. We'll just play it back out again in a non-imp column zone. 6. Beautiful. How's you doing business for you, sir? Oh, ma'am. I don't judge. I could also just link off their monster. Maybe it will be fun. Yeah. Tindangle is probably my favorite deck. It's probably between Tindangle, Penguins, and Plunder Patrol, and maybe Ice Failure. But like pre-Lancia Ice Failure, I like how bad OG Ice Failure is. Something about it speaks to me, you know. Like, I know we could have just Underworld Goddess it off, but I'm sure we will find it. That guy stinks. I don't think these players are particularly good, no. But that's why we sit in these lanes. Yeah, I don't want to bother ranking into Diamond or Masters, you know? Like, then I have to play against real decks. I know my deck is bad. So yeah, we play to our strengths, and sometimes our strengths is playing into bad players. Alright, let's see. If this is actually Blue Eyes, we can at least stop like the field spell or something. Whoa, 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 let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I suppose that's at least the Lunar Wave. Oh man. Unfortunate. So this one's like Dwarf Magician and Blue Eyes. It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna be honest, there's no point in negating even if Cosmic did negate there. My trap card wants itself in the glade. Holy chat, they just pitched Ghost over, which means Tindangle Trinity gets to activate for free. Do I only like playing bad decks? Not particularly. I know how to play the 2023 Rikasun Avalon combo. I know how to play Pirelli. In fact, I learned how to play Pirelli from a former world champion. And I'm supposedly playing a variant of it that's Pirelli themed. I haven't had time to brush up on the themes and stuff. I played Tempai Dragon Chandra. I play a lot of decks that I find interesting. Thank you for the follow. OMG, Chandra hi. Hello, cool. Welcome on in on YouTube. I just play decks that I find kind of interesting. And some of the decks that I play, I get from chat. One of my other favorite decks that I kind of like to play. I like playing it because I find it really interesting. It's like a puzzle. I play Abyss Active. And so when we're acting up in the Abyss, I find that really neat because I like playing decks that I'm a very mid-range control player. You'll see that like playstyle for me in other card games. In One Piece TCG, I played a lot of Red Green War. I'm a die-hard Red Green War player. And so, something that surprisingly is very unique with Abyss Actors. Oh no, they're gonna return the card to our hand! Ah, unfortunate. It doesn't really matter because it went down regardless. Our biggest issue is not getting a good Tindangle name. All of the Tindangle cards require you to have 3 cards to do anything. So it's kind of rough, but Abyss Actors is very unique because I can use it. I can play pretty well with it going first. But going second, it does a really good job of dismantling your opponent's board. So I have a lot of fun with it. Magia Turbo, you just subbed to me, thank you. Unfortunately, I'm not technologically advanced enough to know how to get subs from YouTube to show up on the screen yet. I'm trying to work on it, YouTube. I really am. I'm not a very tech-savvy streamer. We just started streaming on YouTube like a couple weeks ago. Hello, JV. Welcome on. This Magia Turbo? You remember me from Dragon Nails? Oh. Thank you for remembering Dragon Nails. Oh, Macedor, please. So if y'all see this happen, my Macedor client has been bugged for over 6 months now. I've tried uninstalling and reinstalling it multiple times. And it will just choose to bug on me, like once or twice a duel. This is also why I don't want to bother playing like Macedor competitively or something. How am I supposed to play like rated? If every third action I have to deal with this. So it's much more fun to just sit in Golden Platinum. Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of my cheat game for my more competitive card games, so... I like playing very... not really casual, but I suppose casual, so... like a try-hard or something. Why was I signing all the Dragon Nail cards? So if y'all don't know, chat, I am... What card is this? Chat, I don't know what card they're activating. Chat. I can respond to whatever this is. But I can't read the card. Macedor, please. Macedor, please. Is that branded fusion? I swear, if this is branded fusion, no, that doesn't look like branded. It looks like something else. Lunalight Masquerade. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna ash it because it's a royal. I know they probably have another starter, but like, it's for the emotional. A bug collector? Surely. Surely I collect bugs on my client. Surely. So I used to own over 1,000 copies of a card called Dragon Nails. Because when I first found Dragon Nails, it was at like 11 cents. So I said like, how much does it cost to own like 1,000 of these? So I ordered 1,000 of them. And I did this thing where I said if I order every single copy of Dragon Nails from a shop, they might just dump them all in a box and not count them. So there was one shop with over like 700 copies of it. And I made sure not to order their entire stock in hopes that they would count it out. I'm doing a stream where I count every single card and I serial number it. We get to around the 900s and I look at my stack and I'm like, chat, we're short like 100 Dragon Nails, like 90 some Dragon Nails. Like there's no way that we're gonna be at 1,000 Dragon Nails. So I send them the 4-hour video of me counting the thing. And they don't get back to me for 3 or 5 days. This is like maybe like 80, not even 80, like I think it was like 50 some, 60 some, I don't know, like it wasn't a lot of cards, right? Like 90 Dragon Nails only equates to like maybe like $16 at most. No, not even 16, like $10, $11 worth of cards. But it's the principle, chat. Like $11 worth of cards doesn't sound like a lot, but when I tell you I'm missing 90 copies of a card, that kind of means a lot. So they don't get back to me for 3 or 5 days. Hello, Mr. MBT. Tindangle. We're not having a very good angle right now. I'm telling chat a story about how I used to own over 1,000 copies of a card called Dragon Nails. I made sure not to order the entire stock from one store because I figured if I ordered their entire stock, they'd take it all, toss it into like a box, and not count them. And I'm counting my Dragon Nails. I'm physically counting these on stream. And I noticed as we're getting close to the 900 that I'm like, this stack is no way this is 100 cards. So after I finish counting, I was short like 90 cards. So I get on TCG Player, and I'm messaging this person like, hey, I know this is only like $11 worth of cards. So like $16 like doesn't matter much to me, but this is like 90 cards that I'm missing. That's kind of a lot. Like, unironically, 90 cards is a lot of cards, chat, So here I am missing 90 cards. They don't get back to me for 3 or 5 days. I upload the video. Ah, shoes. We should have set in the gels. You can't do that, but nice play. Anyways, so finally, right, I go on, and they get back to me 3 or 5 days later. I'm convinced they had some poor, unfortunate intern. Why is there a random... He's there for the emotional support. Okay, I can't out this with Chandra, but what we can do is... I don't have enough attack to get over this one, though. That's the problem. I'm also short one Tindangle name. Pause. Is Behemoth 2? It's 2 flip monsters. We have 2 options here. My options is set Trinity Nagel's Protection, or set Trinity Flip Stairs of Male Trinity. Go into base Gardener. That still doesn't answer the Lunarite Liger answer. So anyways, TLDR, they made some poor unfortunate intern probably count every single card. It was crazy. We're gonna pass and hope they don't have multiple effect damage. So they get back to me, they're like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna give you a refund. I'm like, I wanted my 90 cards! Where are my 90 cards that I ordered? Thank you for the head pass. Thank you for the follow. Let me finally shout you out, MVP. Thank you for the wave cam. So I was really in the middle of this story. I was kind of outraged that I took all the precautions to make sure. I took all the precautions, chat, to make sure that I would get 1,000 cards. And I didn't get 1,000 cards. I had to do a second stream where I finished counting and serialized numbering 1,000 cards. That takes a long time, Hello, Mellow Man on YouTube. Welcome on in. Chat, does anyone know if Lunarite has any kind of like backroll hate? Because if they don't, I think we just slowly win by the war of attrition. The second we get a 3rd Tindangle name. Because if they can only destroy special summon monsters, all we have to do is get a 3rd normal summon Tindangle monster, establish Euler's Circuit, and then they can't even attack. And then we just sit there until we set up the magic triangle. And the magic triangle will win us the game via effect damage. Surely. Leo Dancer Canoe? Well, no, you see, but my Tindangle monsters aren't special summon. If I hard set every single Tindangle monster, they can't get rid of it until they touch my back row. Tindangle Trinity naturally protects itself because they can't be destroyed by battle as a passive effect when Trinity is flipped. By now I have like legitimate protection off of Nigels, and neither of these were special summoned. So as long as I just get a 3rd Tindangle name invocation, they can pop anything I summon off of Deluni. But they can't get over Trinity. So if I can get a third Tindangle in rotation, get Euler's Circuit, they can't even begin to attack. I think in a perfect world, I start trying to... If we get enough Tindangle cards in hand, if we get every single name in my deck into my hand, plus Morphing Draw, I can mill them for like 25 cards. Whoa, 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 let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Don't want to turn my spell in trap. That's... Oh, thank God. That's Rouge chat. They wanted to turn my spell in traps. Hello, Chris. Wait, you're going into ad. So we're just never gonna flip the second one. Oh my God. Please! Anything! Oh God. Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about this. Unaffected by quad effect except Lunar Light. We don't have two Underworld Goddesses, so it's not like we can get rid of that one. The War of Attrition just continue to... Maybe the War of Attrition is we just continue to pass, unless... Unless we want to go Subterra Behemoth, I have to discard a card. I think we have to continue to pass. I think I need at least 3 more names. 3 more names to guarantee a real line to a wing card. We can sit on 3 copies of Trinity. Surely. I don't know, chat. TCG players sometimes hit or miss. I think for the most part, I've... Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I suppose this isn't the end of the world. If we draw into a Tindangle name that we cannot actually... If we draw into a Tindangle name that we can't normal summon without pivoting, we could pick it instead. I mean, MST does negate a continuous spell. Maybe we can force them to sack their, like, Lunar Light monsters. That's crazy. Choose. Which one popped Nagel's? MST did. Okay, we'll run it back for the umpteenth time. And you know what, chat? Maybe this is truly peak Tindangle gameplay. If we play the game of does my opponent have an answer to the one monster, they're going to negate the activation for this one. Chat, what do we do? We're out of Nagel's. I guess we just pass again. They still don't have an answer. Unless they have something that actually does, like, a hard pop to normal summon or set monsters. We should be fine, like. What do you do? I'm sure they have something to answer this, but, like, in theory, they've passed for, like, 7 turns. This might be Guardian Chimera. I mean, maybe they just run pure Lunar Light. They have 6 cards in the extra deck. They have 6 cards in the extra deck. They've gone through 2 copies of Lunar Light Leo Dancer. And there's 1 on field. I can Typhon and Link. I cannot Typhon. Typhon makes it so that you can't summon any other monsters for the turn. That's the problem. What I could do is I could go... If I can establish a base Gardener... Unless there's a base Gardener in my... No, there's already a base Gardener in my graveyard. That's the problem. So, Acute Cerberus only has attack when base garners in the graveyard. But we can engineer a scenario where we can cycle this back onto the board, which isn't impossible because we have Selene. If we can cycle that one back onto the board with 3 other names, one that has at least some attack, what I can do is I can link off everything except for base gardener. Oh, the base gardener has 0 attack. But if we keep them both at 0 attack, that means I can choose. I can choose which cards if they're equal. Therefore, I should be able to link off base gardener. Use base gardener as the XYZ material. Use that to bounce. The powers are unaffected by other cards. That's the issue. I need to not only be able to bounce it, but I need to establish 2 other Tindangle names. I don't even know if I want to, like, use the effect. I think I'm just going to leave them there and allow them to protect them. They have 33 cards. They have 6 cards left in X deck. Like, surely... Hello, Zephyr. Welcome in. Surely we just sit here, right? Surely we just... It's still a third name. Alright, let's go. We win the war of attrition. Thank you for the follow, DeMarco. I'm not trying to stall chat. This is just my deck's win condition. I was terribly bricked. For this deck to work, I need 3 unique names. And we do 3 copies of the same card. It's physically impossible for me to play when I do that. And if I summon anything from the extra deck, I'm losing to their win. Surely, Tindangle is the strongest deck. Chat. What does Lunalight do to Tindangle? My new opinion on Lunalight. It does absolutely nothing. I'm just kidding, I'm sure they have a lot of cool cards. Yeah, this hand is a brick and a half. Surely 2 effect valor will carry us. Surely. Hello, Braces. Welcome on in. Hello, Too Sweet. Highest rotation bomb versus unbombable set monster. I'm really surprised Lunalight doesn't have any monsters that either, like, bounces or, like, destroys via effect damage for non-special summon. I'm really surprised. You let your Tindangle. Uh-huh. Do they not have a... When the Ava Max? Oh, pause chat. Master Duel's bugging again. So if y'all might notice when you watch my stream, my client does this a lot. It's extremely bugged. I've tried uninstalling and reinstalling it multiple times. We just deal chat. It's within the nature of the Tindangler to never play proper Yu-Gi-Oh! I spend half my time looking at the screen, wondering if my opponent is reading my cards. I spend the entire half of the time looking at my screen, wondering if the game will let me read my opponent's card. And surely, when this window disappears, we can pass priority and release both me and my opponent from our suffering. Surely. It's to the point where some decks I've considered taking out quick effects entirely. But you know what, chat? Will just be better. Who needs a timer? Who needs to play within time? I know what every single card in my deck does. I don't need a timer. Just give me 30 seconds. I'll pilot it just the same. I can't make it go any faster, by the way. You kind of just gotta let it do its thing. Let it cook, chat. As the kids say, let it cook. It's almost there. It's almost there, you know? It's just almost there. Look, chat, look! We can pass priority again. Let's go! Well, no, they pitched Vision for Ferris. I don't think they understand that Ferris only summons from deck, so... So do we talk like a real monster? I should have been more specific. Okay, so here's the question. Do we even bother setting a monster if I know they can get over it? Maybe just hard pass. Maybe just hard pass. Surely double available. Yeah, you know? Surely double available. The reality is my deck will break a lot. But you know, my opponent has an equal opportunity to break that. Card game variance applies to both players. Now, personally, I would never suggest anyone to play Tindangle, but I will tell you that I appreciate the deck a lot. I need a monster with 1600 or more defense, so that we can get the holes into circulation. Unfortunately, the holes doesn't even get us an additional Tindangle. But I suppose it's more headway than our current situation. Fine. We'll be fine, chat. We'll be fine. Sky Striker's easy win. Hello, Shin. Sky Striker's is very popular these days. If they have that new bundle, we still gotta open, chat. We can gamble today, chat. We finally have gems this home. When's the last time Tindangle got any direct support? Probably on... Whoa, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Chat. They would kick my effect there. What kind of sick, twisted duelist? Well, if we don't top deck a real monster, I think we just start losing to Vision Hero Ferris Beatdown. Sky Striker, you hardly know her. Oh my god, chat, a real monster. Pause. Alright, chat, this is one of the best Tindangle openings. We're about to get hit by Ash Blossom. Follow the line. We activate Tindangle Jelly, pitching Tindangle the hole. We get Ash Blossom. We get Ash Blossom. This thing has 1800 defense. So we set it face down. And then we surely pass. And surely they just won't top deck another monster that has more than 1800 attack. Surely, the lines. Chat, I see every line. The line is we get Ash Blossom. Oh, it's not you. Come on, you. Beautiful. See, chat, they proceed to the battle phase. They attack because they have no monsters. We activate the effect of Tindangle Jelly. Surely. They are trying to scale increase. We activate Jelly. What are we sending to Wave? Just... Yeah, maybe we add it now. We don't have the Looney in cycle for Wave, so I suppose we just keep him. The one-off draw is really funny. You know what? Maybe we should have gone for the morphing draw. Okay, so I've always wondered this question. If I chain this to Vision Hero Increase, do I banish it before it becomes a monster? I feel like I've played this line before. I know they have Implant, but like... it's better than nothing at this point. Like, I can't move the position, right, of my Cosmic Cyclone. Like, they set the impulse there, so we knew it was there. I can't move it. It was already set. Alright, they're going to sack their own Vision Hero increase to make sure they can special summon before. Column Gaming. I don't have a choice, chat. They picked going second, didn't they? Yeah, they picked going second. We just opened on a brick. Oh, oh, malicious. They're sending Shadow Mist? No, I guess they still do have a normal summon, so I guess we can go Stratos here, huh? So chat, answer me this. Heroes have been around for much longer than Tindangle. Why is it that Heroes cards have real effects? And every Tindangle card says, on the 3rd Monday of every 5th October, you are allowed to activate this effect if you did summon a monster with 3 vowels in its name. That's what I want to know. I want to know why, like, Heroes like, oh yeah, so you can search any Heroes monster. You can get polymization. Tindangle's like, if you meet these 3 requirements, you might make a monster that's essentially a vanilla. Wednesday is a special day too. Going second only means they're going for Plasma. I mean, maybe going second means that they expect us to break? I mean, no, they're playing a lot of board breakers. They're playing Droplet and Vegeti. So I suppose at least they didn't go Dog Pass. Hello, Sunrise. Keep in mind this is main phase 2. Oh, Broccoli. Like, I know, I guess technically if we didn't set anything, we can keep them off the increase. The problem is, like, I can't order my game plan without setting a monster. Because all my monsters are flip effect monsters. Hello, Temple Lands. Because Konami loves the hero archetype. Okay, well, like, explain to me these other cards that have real effects, chat. There's other cards with real effects. My card says if you happen to meet the condition of a JoJo stand from Part 8, you might be able to summon a monster if your opponent doesn't Ash Blossom. That's what my cards do. And you can only do it on Wednesdays. Okay, that one's a lie. I think you can also do it on Tuesdays. Was I gonna go do the entire Heroes combo? Also, can we talk about how Heroes has, like... Okay, tap. Heroes has... How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... They have 8 rows of extra deck fusion monsters. Do y'all want to know how many extra deck Tindangle monsters there are? Do y'all want to know how many extra deck Tindangle monsters there are? There was exactly 1. Chat. I get 1 extra deck monster, and these also get an entire catalog. They have like 5 years worth of calendars worth of Heroes monsters in the extra deck. And that's just the fusion. 1 Diego Max is Wonder Driver. Why did they need this, chat? Where's my Tindangle monsters? Where's my Tindangle monsters? I get 1 extra deck monster. And I can only summon it if I have 3 Tindangle monsters. They go like, yeah, so I polymization any 2 Heroes monsters. And I summon any hero monster from the extra deck. But I'll pick Darklaw. Because Darklaw passes Hero's strongest. 138. Okay, the quality of a hero's monster is equal quality to Tindangle Acute Silverware. If I do not have base Gardener in the graveyard, this thing has 0 attack and it's a Link 3. I sack my entire board to summon a 0 attack beater. If I do not have base Gardener in the graveyard. And they can just call by that. Sure, call by's at 1, but like... You realize Tindangle monsters are block monsters, right? Like, if they read my card, they would realize that they could just Magnemite or Druid Swarm base Gardener. And now my Bozo turns back into a 0 attack hooligan. Hey, whoa, you can't just destroy my cards. That's rude or something. Cat, that's rude or something. No, I can't beat someone. But what we can try to do, chat, is I'm going to try to bait them to have Sunrise pop my back row. That's the only way we get an out, and even then it's not a great out. But if we can get them to Sunrise pop the back row and then swing into Trinity, we can kind of start cooking. I'm probably gonna have to... I can pop Sunrise off Gilligan's. I don't think Neil's wingman particularly threatens us as long as we don't get rid of it. We'll have to see what they do. I could use the holes to attack weak. I know what the holes does. Actually, you know what, chat? I need to get in touch with like a professional dueling. Does anyone know, like, if there's any pro, like, Worlds dueling players that have like Twitter or something? I need to interview one to learn more about the Tindangle OTK or FPK and dueling. Oh, thank God they picked the back row. Okay, wonderful. We have our recursion. Oh no, this one does piercing damage. Curses! So close yet so far attack. I suppose that's the other way to beat Tindangle is piercing damage. I've been meaning to get in contact with a pro Duel Links player so I can ask them about Tindangle's use in Duel Links. I've never played Duel Links, but I want to know more about it now. We need the research for the 4-hour video essay. Super Poly? I suppose I could Super Poly, but like... I don't know. Better have it, alright, better have it. We don't even have a summon animation for Acute Cerberus and Macedor. Can you all believe that? The strongest Tindangle. I might be the most like emotionally invested Tindangle. I don't think we're gonna be able to use Nib into Monarch. Monarchs is actually a really rough matchup for Tindangle because they just tribute on monsters before we get to flip them. Very unfortunate. Tindangle's one weakness, losing. I know, right? How could Tindangle possibly lose? How could Tindangle possibly lose? I know who's just doing us. It ain't Sand on Sally, Sand Sleep, for sure. Hopefully they don't have another Monarch still like that, but... It's gonna be rough. Like I was saying. I mean, Sand on Sally, Sand Sleep, this one. I'm a TCG lobster lady. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master very casually. The one TCG. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I play a card game called Arrestos, and I'm not too shabby at it. I love when we don't know what card we draw. Chat, don't y'all love Yu-Gi-Oh! Master? someone want a regional with this deck? It's fine, chat. It's fine. One day, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master will stop bugging. Do is we set Tindangle Angel. Thank you for the follow, Sine Wheel. We flip Trinity, we flip, we could go for the Link 3 right here, actually. We might want to do that, all things considered, perhaps. So we pitch Trinity, we flip Angel. Angel's gonna set Trinity away. They're going to max heal us, and there's not much we can do about that. They're going to get 3 card draws if we commit. The alternative is we can go... We could go Crazy Box. We could try to use Crazy Box effect. And hopefully it turns into a 3k beater that we can link off into Zeus. That's probably not going to happen. One could dream, chat. One could dream. Oh, we might actually give them more than 3 cards. That's if we summon the token. We could forgo summoning the token, I suppose. Unfortunately, Dragon Zen's not gonna stop us from we don't get access to Dragon Zen. I guess we knew that that was set. Was it proper to do that? None of these special summon from grave, do they? It's just a bunch of tribute effects. They only summon one time. I don't think we're in a very great position here, but I suppose at least we have the Luna. Hello, Grace. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Grace. Thank you for the headband. Maybe we should have tried for Crazy Blocks. Unfortunately, with these 3 names, we can't get access to any of the things. Thank you for the rich headbands. Thank you for the snack. I drew these headbands myself. Yeah, Nib does nothing into this matchup. Today's snack is gonna be not very crunchy of a snack, unfortunately. At least they're not Monarch Stormfront to us, I suppose. What do you do? There sure are a lot of changes. I suppose that if we keep cycling the runes during the battle phase, We should be alright. Actually, wait, we only need one more summon, then we can nib. Let's go. Chat, we're so close. We need one more summon, and then we can Nibiru. What's today's snack? I have a little bit of dinner left over, so... Some of that. Chat, they just need to summon one more monster. It's gonna be great. And then they're gonna get the graveyard effect of, like, both of these monsters. It's fine, it's fine. Surely it's fine. Oh, let's go. Can I chain to this? Can I chain? Aha! Let's go! Let's go, chat, let's go! You cannot discard from my hand, bozo. Gosh, I suppose we'll go nib. We should have summoned this token to the other Link Zone. This may come back to bite us. We should have summoned the token to the other Link Zone because I need all 3 Link Arrows open for Tindangle Yu-Gi-Oh. I suppose I can still crop my own nib, but I would prefer to like have one. I prefer to have one. Somehow the YouTube algorithm has blessed you with views from the stream. And a powerful fun flip deck enjoyer. Aw, thank you. I actually like other flip effect decks too. I really like playing penguins. I'm a big fan of Ghost Rick. I'm not really good at cooking Ghost Rick, but in my defense, I think Ghost Rick is just too slow nowadays, unfortunately. I really like Ghost Rick, don't get me wrong. Now let's see. I definitely don't want to give them that one. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead. Banish my Nibiru. I only want one copy. Do it. Let's go. Not my stance of mail. That's rudism. Wow, they can talk it up to 2. Goodness me. That's what it is. Alright, let's get this with 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. If they hit into Angel, unfortunately that doesn't give us much, but... attacking into base gun is not the worst thing, so I suppose we'll take that. Have a relate to me? Well, thank you for stopping by, Dwarf. Best to welcome my doors. I'll give it my best shot, don't get me wrong, but not sure what that backle is. Should be fine. Destroy 1 monster on the field. Destroy 1 face down card on the field. Once puts... Banish 1 card. Okay, what card are we banishing? That's so rude. You have a dark monster? We can steal one of their, like, monarchs, I suppose, but do any of these actually do anything? We can... I suppose we can go dark and force their monsters to crash. Is that the best? What do we do about the nib token though? The nib token may unironically threaten us. We go dark. One switch chain. How many monarchs still attack? Monarchs revolt. They still have one. You do anything in grave? I need to see what graveyard effects they have. This one's offline. This one's offline. I think we might end up actually losing here. The only other thing would be go SK Little Knight Hag Owl, but that doesn't really solve. We just lose Pitch Hound doesn't help either. We might actually unironically lose here. I don't have a good answer to destroy one monster on the field. Is it destroyed by quad effect? I think the answer is dark if they destroy dark by quad effect. They can't banish anymore for the twin, so if they destroy dark, we get to switch a monster. So it's our best line to go dark here. Ah, twist it. Well, I guess we just lose that. We try. Oh, Nico, come on, yeah. Nice to meet you. Hi. Unfortunately, the nib token really is doing us in here. I can't believe they top deck a Monarch Stellar Clear. I will say we were incredibly great. We're like, it's an okay start, but it wasn't a bad start. It wasn't an amazing start. Specifically into Monarch, Lift decks are a little rough. They didn't go Stormfront, but we saw that they won. They pitched it, so they could be winning a second copy. Do I have experience on Flip deck? What's my opinion of Towers in the Hidden City? So, Subterra is a really interesting type. I don't actively play Subterra. But I do run one Subterra in our extra deck as a really unique extender, which I guess we could have... no, we couldn't have gone into Behemoth Genius. Because base card has not a flip effect. So, if y'all don't know about Towers in the Hidden City, it's basically a, it's... Honestly, I'm surprised it's not a field spell, it's a continuous. And it makes it so that your opponents can't target face down monsters if they're in defense position, which, like, that's the only time. Yeah, they would be face down. And anything that's flipped gets a stat buff. I believe it's 1500, it might only be, like, 500. And if they destroy it by quad effect, you get to summon a flip effect. The reason why we're not running towers in the Hidden City is because I'm trying to keep this like as Tindangle as possible. I know we have the one draw, don't get me wrong, the draw is really cool. But if you look at all the spell and traps we want in the deck, they're pretty much all like Tindangle cards, save for like some of the generics. The generics being like, you know, like hand trap. Like we have Impulm, we have like Droplet, we have Ash Blossom. There's like quad destruction. But if you look at like the entirety of our deck list, How about no? How about we not do it? If you look at the deck list, it's pretty much all Tindangle cards and like generics. And we have Morphing Draw for the funny, but like we could take out Morphing Draw. So the idea when I first ran it is pretty much like this is all just Tindangle. We're so doomed. We're so doomed. We break so hard. It is a good card, don't get me wrong. I think if I wanted to like actually make the Tindangle deck competitively viable, that is a card to consider. The other problem though is that unless you open specifically Tindangle Jelly, without Foolish Burial, Tindangle doesn't have a natural way to get cards into grave outside of like multiple names and stairs of mail. It's a lot slower than other flip effect decks that would want to get flip cards into rotation. Oh, thank goodness. A real card. Tindangle, Tindangle. We're getting on our angle. I'm gonna get ass lost. And that's fine. That's fine, chat. We always expect the ass lost. Push up yours so good. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, it's a good call. I think if I wanted to make Tindangle more, like, competitively viable or something. The real answer is you don't even want Terror in the Hidden City. It's, So, Tindangle the Holes, if y'all don't know, Tindangle the Holes sends any spell attack from your deck to the graveyard, so I'm of the belief the most meta way to play Tindangle may unironically be running it with Runic. I know that sounds like evil or something, and it totally is, don't get me wrong. It's totally evil. I hope I top deck a Tindangle once. But it may unironically be the best way to play Tindangle, and then you only play 3 Tindangle monsters. You play Jelly, you play the Holes, and then you play Intruder. And you don't even bother with the other Tindangle cards. Like, but at that point, is it even Tindangle, chat? Like, it's not Tindangle. Oh, shoot. We should have just set Jelly, huh? Don't forget the Looney Engrave. We have no other cards regardless. Opponents take a little bit to decide what to do. We need a third name in rotation to get any of our cards on. Hello, Dawn Yellow. Thank you for the swamp salute. Oh my gosh, they're letting us pitch a card into the graveyard. Chat, let's go. Do you want to go for the funny or do we want to go for a real? I'm gonna go for the funny. We can go for a real wing combo, like, I think it's funnier. And now we pass. Let me get the color talk going on. This is Swamp Salute, my official altar colors. We go a little green for just a little. Oh, you're ideal. You ought to be like the second time you've seen Tindangle deck in the last 6 months. You've seen another Tindangle player? Let's go! Chat, that's like 10% of the Tindangle, 20% almost, of the Tindangle population. It's increased by 10%. We're so up, chat. What are the Ava mean? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, chat. It's fine. We don't need to read these cards, surely. Yeah. I mean, if we wanted to make Tindangle better, we could start with adding, like, other flip effect cards that aren't, like, the generic staples. Like, we got Book of Eclipse. We could run, like, Book of Moon or something. Some other generic upgrades. You could probably look at a lot of the sub-terror cards, to be honest. It's also a Fiend deck, so you can unironically run it with any kind of, like, Fiend engine, I suppose. Realistically, though, I do think the most competitively viable version of Tindangle does mix itself with Runic, because you can use the holes to fill your grave. You can basically use the holes and basically cycle it back multiple times. You would probably go like 3 intruder, 3 the holes, 3 jelly, 1 angel. Probably would be your ratio. And you can use that to basically cycle any runic spell you want. Like dump any runic spell. Do the soda bit again? Which soda bit? I'm so confused. The soda bit. I have far too many bits on this channel. Oh, yes, we are today. Thank you, Neil Saris, for the follow. Sometimes I miss the follows, and I don't know why. Thank you for the high twist. Them being fiends is how you found out about them. Oh, that's right. Halloween is a flip card. Realistically, the Tindangle cards are played the most by other decks, and specifically Tindangle Jelly. If you flip Tindangle Jelly, you can switch any flip effect monster in the game. So we have a one-off, like, draw because it's really funny. How many Ava Nuts? Tinkles and Dinosaur. Summon one dinosaur. Oh my gosh, wait. Their deck beats our deck. Oh shoot. Is this hard ones per turn? Is this soft ones? Oh my god, it's the soft ones per turn. Chat. Chat was so doomed. Well, you can't just semi-defense position once it's the graveyard. That's rude or something. Okay, how can we do this? I think we fire this now. They negate it by banishing. The second, and then we pop this one on the switch or not? Once per turn, when your opponent would special summon monsters. Is it because this is the battle style? Huh. Interesting. Oh, this can attack all monsters. Oh, unfortunate. Okay, chat, we can't read. So we force. I don't know if that was a good answer there. Then. Let's see. We would have popped that one, and then I think they win because they have tools. Even if we did pop that one, summon acute Cerberus, they would just attack into acute Cerberus. I don't think we have the proper board to answer that one. Unfortunately. Yeah, I think we were doomed in every universe, but you know, it was definitely worth a try. It's inherent summon. Okay, but like, I don't care if the animation is bad. Chat, my boss monster doesn't have an animation. I don't care if the animation is bad. I don't even have one. My entire deck has one extra deck monster, and it doesn't even get an animation. I should file a complaint with Konami. I need to raise the popularity of Tindangle. We need a new wave of support. I need my... I need my animation. I have one extra deck monster. Just give me the one. Gear Gaia has an animation. What kind of sick twisted world do we live in? We can do something really cute. So base Gardener is an interesting extension. If you have a face down monster, it just summons itself. That's the other thing you could do. You could go base Gardener, the holes, Jelly, and Intruder, and you can go for a 12 card Tindangle package. You could splash that into like any deck for like the most random assortment of like fiend monster extenders. if you have a deck that like, oh my god, can we not do this right now? Shit twisted. Hello, Chloe. Welcome on. It's like an action figure. Yeah, chat, they did a real animation. Man, this sucks. Tindangle Yu doesn't even like cycle anything. You have flip monster. We're so doomed. We're so doomed, chat. I kind of want to keep this in here. I think we lose. Unless they're playing a link deck, then we have a line to another monster. Under the assumption they don't have this one. Most people don't know if the secondary effect of base one. Oh yeah, the event did start up. Unfortunately, I can't play Tindangle in the event. Do I have a level 8? No, we only have a level 7. We can't. Yeah. I do have a lot of royals in the Tindangle deck. We have Royal, Foolish Burial Goods. We have the cute Cerberus, Cosmic. I think that's it. Tindangle only has one Yu-Gi-Oh, which is yet to deck. We could tribute summon the Bill. We could tribute summon the Bill. I think I will wait one turn, and if we don't see another playable monster, we're gonna tribute summon Nib and just start going Nib beat. Every time Feather does, of course. They always have it. They always have it. Like the sun will rise. Thank you, Lil Place, for this stream speed. Aw, man, not Tempai Dragon turn 12. And you gotta Ash Blossom here. Hello, Flight. I mean, the bureau doesn't do much, but they also can't be destroyed by quad battle. I mean, I guess we can pop Sengen something. Like, that's proper, right? I think we just go Nightmare Phoenix, pop Sengen something. They Feather Duster, we go next. No, chat, the duel's never over till the last card's played. Sengen's only at 1, so... Like, Nib's really not gonna do anything. No. Pose is better than not. They probably have Impulse, so it doesn't matter. I would like a third Tindangle name. Well, we tried, chat. We sure did try. I'm gonna head to the M phase. We don't want to give them a down. Hello, Magma. Maybe we should have gone battle phase. To like bait them to summon a bunch of monsters. So that we could nib. Even then, that's like very wistful thinking. So unfortunately not much we can do, chat. It's rough out now. How many turns was it? Let's see how many turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. It was like 3 turns when neither of us have really established anything. Here's what it is, chat. I think after this tour, we take a short break to do some Gamba. I'm a real big fan of Gamba. We're nearly at the 2-hour mark. And we go one more door after this, and then we start cracking some card packs. Then maybe we can take a look-see at them. Maybe, just maybe. It's alright, I'm a big fan of Tenpai Dragon Chundra. Oh, Chundra. That's my goal. That's my horse. We are always here for Chundra. I'm a big fan of Chundra. I would play Chundra even if Chundra was bad. Yeah, summon Chundra. Summon Chundra. So hopefully we'll pull another Tindangle in for some packs. And then maybe do some scouring on the event. I might do a little bit of recon. I do like that Yu-Gi-Oh! Master gives out loner decks for the event. It kind of lets me try new offers. Unban Telements. Telements is fine! Rest in peace. Telements is surely fine. Surely fine. Definitely a hand of all time. Hello, Dwarson. You got back into Master Duel and you're so upset that Pencil Magician got nerfed. It's rough out here. Chat, this is one of the strongest Tindangle openings. Set 3 packs. Surely any game where we set 3 packs is looking like a goal. Oh my god, chat, they're gonna flip my monster for me. Beautiful. Well, thank you. I love getting a free extender. Oh, not again. Chat, what card did they activate? If you can't just MST my call by, that's evil or something. Mausoleum of Light. I'm kind of sick twisted with this. That's a spellcaster, so I think if we swap Sage with Eyes of Blue here. That's not their normal though. I think we do try to stop Sage with Eyes of Blue. If we can stop Sage with Eyes of Blue here, that means they need to at least commit a real normal summon. Which they could just open on Maiden. If they opened on Maiden, it is what it is. Twitch, you're about to head in here. Oh boy. You changed it up a bit and you're doing pretty well. I mean, I know a lot of people like to do, what's it called? I'm not super familiar with the Pendulum Magician stuff. Oh, there's my... I'm not super familiar with the Pendulum Magician. What could you... Wait. Oh, over spellcast. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't really do too much about that. Me when I finally read Blue Eyes. Them when they read Tindangle. You definitely understand why I thought that. That's What do we want to do here? We can't attack because there's Swords of Revealing. I don't think I could. I could get two Swords of Revealing. I could go Behemoth Fiendish, hit Maxi. No, that doesn't do anything. We don't have any block. We could link off Base Gardener and Nightmare Phoenix to get rid of Mausoleum with Light, I suppose. That doesn't particularly do much. They probably only want one though. And we could go into S. Well, we don't care about Swords of Revealing Light, so. But then we could link it off into Dark to search for an extender. It's kind of rough. It's kind of a rough decision. We go completely off of Trinity. Trinity is kind of the only thing holding us down. That's kind of the big problem. Unless you want to believe in the Maxi Tour. It's fine, Ted. We'll simply just Maxi them when they start summoning. We'll simply just draw the out. It's fine. Your friend got you into Master because you're into MTV. There's a lot of interesting Yu-Gi-Oh decks, actually. Sure. What does Bush do? Destroy all monsters in your opponent's control on this world. Alrighty. We could have linked off it. Surely we will just pop deck into Tindangle Jelly. That is not Tindangle Jelly. We probably lose next time. But I suppose they don't have much headway. This is very unfortunate. There's about 3 cards we can top deck to get us out of this. This is not one of them. Suppose we'll just set as. Goodbye, Swords of Revealing. Like, I'm sure they can telegraph that we have Max. They might be as equally wicked as we are, which is very important. Oh man. Hello, board. Thank you for coming. They'll probably do it. I think we just lose the Blue Eyes beat now. We can top deck like a real monster. I'm confused. Why didn't they attack? They pretty much break for like 10 20. Tindangle, the math nodes of insect. I don't know if they're an insect monsters, to be honest. They're fiend monsters and they're inspired by Eldritch Horrors. Specifically from, what's it called? No, they have... Okay, I guess they were just extremely big. Specifically from the Hounds of Tindangle. Which is a short story. By, I think... Wink something? Wink, his name escapes me! I think we just lose now, though. I don't think we have an answer to this summon of the second boy. Very unfortunate. Who knows? Maybe we'll top deck into something. I don't think there's a single thing we can top deck into. But... Okay, never mind. Thank you for the plus. It's rough out here, chat. It's rough out here. It took them 10 turns to summon a second board. So they're fiend monsters inspired by Eldritch Horrors and Geometric Convention. The scariest thing is something you can't comprehend, and I could never comprehend now. Hello, Ace. Thank you for the follow. It's rough out here, chat. It's rough out here. Imagine going 10 turns without a monster you could almost... I'm gonna take a quick detour, chat. Quick detour. Really quick detour. We have a bajillion card packs open. And I am itching to open some. So we're gonna do that really quick. No more Tindangle. No, we're going to keep playing Tindangle. I just want to open some card packs. God forbid. Hey, let's go. Yo, chat. Let's go. Huge. Who you are. Let's go. See, chat. We were meant to open these quad packs. Holy. Let's go. I'm not going to use those, but like, chat. Free cards. Free cards. Are you not entertained, chat? Free cards. Look at that. Free cards, chat. I'm never going to use these, but free cards. Let's go. Chat, that's actually pretty good, considering these were both free packs. Let's go. That was out of 2 free packs, chat. Or as the kids say, cracked or something. We have all these free pulls to do, chat. Chat, look at all these card packs. Look at all these card packs. We could pull another Royal Dark Magician in Flyers. Oh, shit. Well, good morning. Good morning. Chat, don't you want to see us pull yet another Royal Rare Dark Magician that everyone got for free? Surely. Surely with our love. Normally I would set up a gambler, but I think we're just gonna hop like... No, we're just gonna hop. We're doing great on these 3 packs. Amazon is empty. That's fine. I love free materials. If we can have a rate of at least 1 SR for every free pack, chat, that's amazing. Chat, free you are. Look at this. This was a wonderful idea. idea. If I get another Hero's Foil, I'm going to buy it though. Evil Assault. Never seen that one before, but it's fine. Fine chat. Free materials. Straight to the grinder. A lovely pack. Lovely. Got 9 SR and 4 UR. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, we haven't missed yet. I'm going to miss the next pack because I pointed it out. But we haven't missed yet. I have almost a playset of this Bozo now. It's like honestly pretty good. Do you think they like... Do you think they raise the rates? Oh no, I called it. See chat? I was far too excited. Now we're not gonna get any more. Volcanic Whip. That's my goal. It's fine. We have several more packs. Several more packs. I will say the amount we have so far. I can't complain about. Like, if we don't get any more, it's what it is. So, you know, we started off pretty strong. Also, I swear, I get scammed by the gold packs all the time. Holy, it's not a scam. Let's go. Yeah, we didn't get scammed. Normally I get scammed by Utopia for my life saving. It shows up, and then there's not a single SR in the pack. You are from the Vanquish Soul pack? Oh, it's out of pack. We're so doomed. We were so back until we won. Oh, not Straddles. I know everyone loves Heroes. Yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan. Like, call me a hater, I suppose. I'm just really not the biggest fan of Heroes. Like, they're alright. I think the only reason why I don't like Heroes because it feels like every Heroes player just goes Dark Lord. Which, like, I guess is objectively one of the strongest hero openings. They don't do anything else. Alice Lady of... Yeah, look at this thing. This thing's a Bozo. It's so cute. Moko, as opposed to... Wait, this is a flip effect card. Oh, isn't kind of a Bozo. Affectionate. Bozo affectionate. I don't know if I really like that one that much. Hero players listen to Hero by Skillet. I prefer... In terms of Skillet, I prefer Monster and Comatose. I like those songs. Judge me if you want. I just really like those tracks better. I think we're gonna dodge all the Sky Striker cards. Please, you are? Say it. We are never playing Evil Eye, so that is like the easiest 10 UR material. Let's go. There's a bunch of flip effect monsters. Yeah, there's like a bajillion flip effect monsters. Are we getting an upgrade? Let's go. Let's go. Chat, huge. Chat, upgrade. Wake up, chat. Wake up. Let's go. 2 for 1 deal, chat. 3. Make it 3. Make it 4. Okay, just 3. My bad. One could hope. One could do... I am not going to play Umi. I am not going to play Umi. The closest thing to playing Umi we do is playing Salmon. We are not playing Umi. You cannot convince me to to summon Kai Wusheng. I play a lot of water decks, chat, but I draw the line on Kai Wusheng. I draw the line there, chat. I have some kind of conscience. I have a level of humility. We are not playing Umi. Honestly, a really good way of visualizing war. Stained glass with lightning door. Hello, Mino. Sans here, life has me again. Why, thank you. And then we'll head back to Tindangle after opening. So chat, I was thinking, what do we do to celebrate? I'm really close to 3,000 followers. So this guarantees an SR or higher. I think we're gonna do a pretty quick gamble. A 2-minute gamble. A 2-minute gamble for Twitch side. Really quick 2-minute gamble. We get 1 SR or higher guaranteed. What are we pulling, chat? Wake up, gamblers. If you all got channel points, now is the time. Now is the time. Get your Twitch point gamblers up, chat. Wake up. Time to gamble. Are we pulling anything from this pack? Or are we gonna... We're gonna pull absolutely nothing. Do all my followers at all 3,000? Well, no. I was thinking like, so... Most of y'all don't know this, because I don't get on the screen. So I'm a lobster gal. I'm a lobster lady. I was thinking I'd eat an entire lobster dinner on stream or something. I feel like that would be a fun activity. What if we eat an entire lobster dinner by myself? Lobsters practice auto-cannibalism. They eat their own molted shells. It's pretty metal, all things considered. So it's not out of the realm. What's wrong with... Look, I have nothing wrong with the guy who uses Umi. I just don't want to play Umi. Yeah. Sounds like fun. Chat, come on. An entire lobster dinner. An entire lobster dinner. I can eat a lot, you know. I've eaten 12 donuts on stream in one sitting. We can surely eat an entire lobster dinner. I think it would be great. I think you all would love to watch me eat an entire lobster dinner, surely. I push out the propaganda. Chat. You'll have 30 seconds left on the game. You'll have like 10 channel points. Throw it on there. What do you mean I'm the one looking yummy? We're not eating meat. We're eating a different one. Maybe a tea party would be good. Okay, chat, what y'all don't know, I actually do have high tea parties with my girlies. We do the whole shebang. Alright, we make all the tea sandwiches ourselves. Cucumber one, egg salad, all the, you know, all the work. You know, we pick out the fine china too. We have a nice menagerie of assorted tea stuff. Okay, it's not looking hot, but we might get... We could potentially still get an upgrade. The duel's never over till the last card's played. I get a Widow Angler wings. What kind of tea? It really depends on the mood. So, like, you would probably want European teas if you're doing, like, a European style... like tea party. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with like green or jasmine tea. I'm a big fan of oolong. I don't really drink tea too often. I'm not a big caffeine gal. I don't do coffee. Don't really do tea. I do soda on occasion. I'm more like hot chocolate. You know, I can have a little bit of tea. A little bit of tea. We can always go to like a tea place, but I like doing it at home. It's fun. Yeah, we get all gussied up. Yeah, I don't think we just show up to the tea party without dressing for the function. This is high tea chat. High tea. You want to do a challenge like a 20-ounce steak and eggs? Oh, I can kind of beat up wood. Hello, Luna Light. Hello, chat. Maybe we don't get it. So, you are. Oh, luck. Maybe we wasted all of our luck on the other pack. Maybe we should have waited on a different day to do this. High tea is what they call the fancy tea party. It's a fun. Yeah, we're having terrible luck on this. What? Hot. I might take that back. No, still bozo. Alright, last pack chat. We could potentially get a UR here. We could be stuck with just SR. The duel's never over till the last card's played. Alright. Believers, doubters. It's time. Man, we don't even get any all-taught Sky Striker cards. This is some kind of like scam or something. Close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, this is so bozo. This is just terrible pool. Oh gosh. It's you, you're the doubter. Well, I suppose congrats, doubters. Congrats, doubters. Let's head back. Let's do one more game of Tindangle before I send y'all out for the evening. Or we'll do the event another day. Oh, Zigzag, how are you? My luck is worse than yours. I feel like we spent all our luck on the free pack. We got a lot of URs from the free pack. It's fine. Surely we'll have like... Oh, it's kind of a terrible hand. I suppose having 2 interacts as Tindangle isn't the worst. 127 notifications in Dual Pass, no claim. We still have 32 days. Don't y'all like to claim the Dual Pass all at once so you can see like the 5 billion things you collect? Or actually, you know what, chat? Let's discuss this. How do y'all do your Dual Pass? Like, do you collect it on the daily? Do you collect it by the level? Or do you wait until the end? It's very unfortunate, because none of the trap trick monsters are affected by trap effects. I cannot start the inherent summon off of trap trick button. However, at least Tindangle Angel is not special summon. We could try to tribute summon Intruder. We could just fall victim to Dark Hole or something. Oh, if they got it, chat. Do it, hit me with your dark trap hole. They have ass lessons. Oh, Julie is taken. Is Tindangle like that? Tindangle is worse than Mimikyu. I would never suggest anyone play Tindangle, but it is one of my favorite decks. Like, please do not play Tindangle. I'm at least gonna make them like link off OUT if they want to get back a server. Here's the problem. It's not going to be destroyed because of trapped with Guardian. I can't really do much else, unfortunately. This is like the best we can do. We have no other Tindangle names in rotation. Cool and Mimigor. I don't know how to call it Cool and Mimigor. I can OTK with several lines. What are the evil maps? Okay, I know they're going to get the effect of Sarah, but I really don't want to see the level and stuff right now. Like, do it. Activate the effect of Sarah. Why don't I flip it first? So, Tindangle Angel only summons a monster that's not Tindangle Angel. So if I flip Tindangle Angel, that means I have to set Tindangle Intruder, which means I cannot do something. So if you wonder why we didn't take that line, it's because a lot of Tindangle cards require multiple Tindangle names. I do know how to play Trap Twist, though. Hello, Psycho. Welcome on. You wait because it seems like more. Yeah, I like to wait sometimes. Sometimes I'll collect it early, sometimes I won't. I figure since we're already on like 127 minutes, we might as well wait till the end and collect it all at once. But yeah, so the reason why we didn't flip Tindangle Angel is because that would commit us to not having a normal summon. I want to normal summon Intruder because in order for Tindangle to use any of its cards, you need to have 3 unique names. So normal summoning in Tindangle Intruder allows me to send a Tindangle card from deck to graveyard, which gets the 3rd name in circulation. Oh, we're probably going to lose now because we don't have a 3rd Tindangle name in rotation. I only have a couple of buzz, chat. I think I only have regular buff. I don't think I have all the buzz. Oh, I feel like they had a better one. I feel like there's actually a line with all of these cards where they, like, legitimately win the game. But I suppose going Zeus, like, cool. If we plot back a 3rd Tindangle name, we can set it face down to bait the Zeus with the Rouge. That gives us a little bit of headroom. Oh, spectacular. Gives a good name. Set 2 paths. Wait, that's Zeus with 1 mat. What kind of... Oh god, chat, that's Zeus with 1 mat. I suppose at least they can't banish them. They could pop the Looney if they want, using Mia Mellow. But the Looney does more for us than Grave, so we're fine. Access code talking. Access code talking. Let's see what they pop. They pop a baffle. Fine by me. Oh man, come on. Wait, no, you were already here. You just changed your icon? That's crazy. has no mask right now. They use has one mask. They have Dynamium Mantis. Can we see what they... If my mask rule client would stop bugging, I could check the log to see what they said. I'm gonna do something really cute. Potentially next month. If Macedol client wants to get his stuff together. Dark Wars look fun. I don't know if I would call this deck fun. It's really interesting. I don't know if I would really recommend it to him. Once my Macedol client finishes, we can do something really funny. We can use the secret effect of base one. By summoning our own Tindangle Angel into access code blocking. Our best flop deck in this situation is either going to be Jelly or... Probably either going to be Jelly or Euless. So, yeah. Oh my god, chat, we've done it. They've link summoned to the zone underneath access code talking. Let's go! The secret effect of... always have... Whatever. Oh, it's fine. Are we Tindangling like we've never Tindangled before? We're not in dual triangle. We're just in regular. We'll do dual triangle. You love Yu-Gi-Oh for the quarter. Hello, please. And the lore, but the game makes you want to lick asphalt in a busy street. I think Tindangle is one of the most interestingly made decks. Sometime in the future, chat. Sometime in the far future. In the far future. Long, long time. The far, 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 very far future. When I find myself in a situation to finally finish the Tindangle video essay, and y'all will hear all about what I have to say. And even some experts. Okay, let's see. 66. It all depends on the battle. This was baseball. Could have been Intruder, activating Intruder. They're going to affect them. Honestly, this could be a situation where we could try to, do we actually Underworld Goddess out the Sarah? No, that's crazy. No, that would be crazy. In a tackle face down. I think we go Tindangle Angel set Hound. And we push ourselves up into the holes. So I'm gonna do that cute thing I told you. Well, I'm going to attempt to use the effect of Tindangle Angel. They're going to potentially have a response. And that's fine. I'm gonna special summon this face now. That should trigger base one. Base one is gonna tribute itself. And if this goes through... Hello, the holes. Oh wow, there's even Typhon. How cute. 3. How cute. Hello. They can't set my monster face down. They can Gravedigger's Trap hold me. Oh, that is something that they can do. Unfortunate. We might lose because of that, but we'll have to see. Kudaka's probably going to get rid of the cute Cerberus. We still have our normal set though, so we could Tindangle Angel bounce. Or use that to end battle phase. Biggest problem is Intruder. We would have to crash Intruder into Tingle. Well, actually, we could Typhon crash itself into the Zeus? No. Oh yeah, we'd have to crash Typhon into the Zeus so we don't die to effect damage. And I guess we could use it to bounce access for Tolkien. And or Sarah. I mean, they've already used Sarah effect, right? So... either Tingle or... Either Tingle... or Access Code. Access Code Tolkien would be able to banish Pop. But they could just link back into it. We have two face now. If they hit Tindangle Hound instead of Tindangle Angel, we might have a line. So I think the answer here is we just bounce... I think we still bounce Access Code Tolkien regardless. No, wait. Tingle when we bait them to use Access Code Tolkien to pop Hound. No, if they do Hound in main phase. Well, this just comes down to if they pop Hound or they pop the Angel in our hand. We probably still lose regardless, but our best line is that they don't pop Angel, come battle phase, we activate Angel, and hopefully they don't have any more reasonable trap cards to respond. We don't have any more banishes. And we would probably use that to just push up. Oh, well. Another Rouge streak to Typhon. True. Chat, Typhon continues to lose. What else is new? So are you going to... Oh, okay. Dan Stephanie. Alright. I mean, yo, I respect it, chat. I respect it. Okay, none of those were plant monsters. But like, you know, I respect it. I respect it. If they link off Dan Stephanie, they can pop our entire board. No, we have to wait for Tindangle Angel's battle effect. Oh, they can do it on field. I'm a bozo. Okay, no, we need to I forgot they can do it on field. That's my bad. No, we need to fire it so we have Tindangle Trinity. And then we would set Trinity and it would go into Trinity. My bad. No, we had like not an amazing line. We had an A line that gets us like what, one for the summon base and whatnot. If our top deck was, I don't know if we had like a good answer about this. But no, I forgot that access code. No one ever banishes off field for access code Tolkien. I have to react to... There's no new Tindangle support. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist, chat. That's not real. Whoever told you that there's new Tindangle support is feeding you some kind of propaganda. My bad for not... When it comes, it's never coming. Oh, crazy. Welcome on. Yeah, I know this is kind of a shorter stream for me. We haven't even hit the 3-hour mark. It is getting a little late. So I think I'm gonna get ready to send y'all out. Let's watch this duel live as I find someone to win. The real Tindangle support is lovely. Tindangle is literally in the anime and it has no additional support. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm gonna find a duelist to raise. Or maybe a person instead of a duelist. I kind of want to keep it Yu-Gi-Oh, but... I know I also do want to... There's a friend of mine who's like doing a 12-hour debut stream. Y'all could hang out with her for the last hour. I might send y'all there. Normally I like to try to keep it relevant. Like I try to keep duelists within duelists. But I do also like... I'm gonna send y'all to a non... Thanks for hanging... Oh, so nice. Staring at the angles in the Lovecraft geography makes you hallucinate and things. Yeah. One day! Maybe one day. In like 6 years. Surely we just have to make Tindangle the most popular archetype. I would probably hate that, to be honest. But I feel like games would just go on entirely too much. So Twitch chat, I'm gonna be sitting on off. We'll wait for this duel live. YouTube, thank y'all for hanging out. If y'all want to like the stream, I suppose. Subscribe if y'all want more. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I do a little bit of art. I'll get some mad yapping. Majority of all my content is related to card games with the exception of art. And like, I play like 2 varieties. We're playing through a game called Red Code. And I'm also trying to play like on occasion. Once a month we do this. But y'all can just ignore that. I play Wizard 101, which is a card game, the combat-based MMO. We do that occasionally on Sundays for Wizard 101. Thanks for joining us, YouTube. I'm gonna send y'all out in a little bit. Duel live. But to both YouTube and Twitch. Thank y'all for joining. I hope you'll have a nice rest of your day. Wherever you are. Thanks again, Mr. MBT, for the raid. Also, chat, if y'all didn't know, congrats. Congrats to Joseph and Jillian for their little one. It's so cute. A very surprising turn of events. A very surprising turn of events. From like an emergency hospital visit to a very positive outcome. Very cute, very cute. I don't think I know the name yet. But, you know, very cute. Pretty sure she's a girl. I don't think I know the name. I mean, okay. We know the fake name, but I don't think I know her actual name. But congratulations to them, really big. And let me think of a vague message to reply. Congrats on your debut. Bye, super cute. I think that's a good one. So YouTube, good night. Thank y'all for hanging out. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Twitch, I'm gonna get y'all ready to raid. YouTube, I'll see y'all when I see you. Remember, you're all in my thoughts. One dub. Twitch, you're about to hear that back one more time. Good night, YouTube. And Twitch, we're gonna